chickity check. Chickity check, check, check. Are we in tape loops mode? Yes, we are. We're in tape loops mode. Yes, we are. We're doing things a little different today. Because what's with my sing-songy voice, you might be asking. Why does Wayne sound so happy? I want to know, what has got into Wayne's happiness today? Oh, all right. Let's just get situated here. Oh my god. Wow. Way to do it, Wayne. I guess this is Tape Loops volume 1/8. We're going blast to the past now. You gotta laugh at yourself, man. Sometimes I just don't edit my work right before I hit submit, and then it's just like, ah, shit. As soon as it goes live. Well, we'll go ahead and fix that right now. But welcome to Tape Loops. We are here today. We are gathered here today on this beautiful day. Man, it is daylight savings. Save the daylight. I was watching a Norm Macdonald video here. What was I watching before? There's my hype up track, Artful Dodger, featuring Craig David. I need to turn my subwoofer down. I need to make sure I get my volume stuff situated before I start talking. Then I'm going to set up the chat. You guys are seeing my full screen now. I'm giving myself up to the notion of keeping things behind the scenes and putting things out front. I'm just going to put everything out front now because it seems to be running my audio very nicely, so that's cool. Very stoked about that. Hi, Sagan. But yeah, we're gonna approach this with a very chill mindset, I believe. And yeah, it's daylight savings. It is still light outside. I knew Tape Loops was gonna have a vibe if I started it around sunset time, and I think all of us can agree that daylight savings can go fuck itself. We should just keep it like, I don't know, like this, maybe. I don't really know what would make more daylight occur. Like, if we have to go back in time, if we have to subtract 2 hours so that we shift the daylight of the times that I am most active to have the sun out at that time. Because the sun breathes life into me. That's where I was headed with that. I am a summer baby and a Cancer Gemini. Thank you very much. I was born in the middle of the year, June 22nd. Nobody asked, but I will be turning 41 this year. And the darkness starting at 5 p.m. in the wintertime has always been problematic for me, as they say. So I really am excited to start a rebirth of the year and life and the daylight being out and celebrating March. And I can't believe it's fucking March. What is it? March 11th already. Wow, this year is just flying by. Lots of tings though. We are doing lots of stuff. And I do want to pull up a couple things, make sure that all my I don't need my subwoofer very much, so I've got to turn that down. Yeah, I'm getting pretty used to all this mumbo jumbo here, you know, just learning how to stream and do the tape loops thing and everything. And plus, I have a much more clear sense of mind, it feels like. I don't know if you have watched the last few episodes of Tape Loops, you would probably know what I'm talking about. So we'll get into that. But right now, I want to play a tape. We can get this out of here for now. I want to play a tape because I have a very beautiful story to tell about my trip to Santa Cruz after the last Tape Loops. And but before we do that, I want to just start playing music. So let's just get into it. Let's get into it, baby! I'm excited. It's a beautiful Wednesday night. Sacramento weather couldn't be more perfect. I'm looking out onto the sunset sky right now, and eventually maybe my idea right now is like, oh, you should set up a camera and live stream the sunset. And you know what? That's an idea for the next Tape Loops that I'm going to do. I have another camera I could set up and eventually we will get there. But for now, let's play a tape while I mess around and get things set up. Oh, a little bit of insight on this. Because this is not, we're not doing judge a tape by its cover yet. This tape is called, it's this person, it's not published, it's recorded, someone recorded on a 90-minute position normal UR90 Maxwell tape, and all it says is Tibetan Bells 2, Wolf and Hennings. And we'll talk about where I found this tape after I play it, because it's really, really cool how I got these tapes. Yo, what up, Dustin? Mr. Prototype 1 in the house.
We're so pretty. Shake our hands. We shake our feet. We're so
Yeah, my bad on that. It looks like I was turned up way hot on the left side on my mixer here, and as usual we have a pretty off-center balance, and I'm wondering if I should just make that, if I should make that mono. It is mono. So the wait, okay, so I've got a whole new setup going, and my outputs have changed to what the screen is receiving. So just making sure that you guys are getting the right signal. Okay, cool. Looks like we are. That's awesome. Hooray! It's always nice to have things working. Doesn't always work out, but you can just gotta let it go sometimes and figure it out. This is a really nice tape. All right, we'll be back with you. I want to check out this tape real quick because I want to see. All right, Wolf and Hennings. Interesting. Okay, cool. Resume. Very cool. Wolf and Badger. Okay, very cool. Wolf and Hennings. Hennings, Tibetan Bells to... Okay, so let's get some information about this. I never heard of this before. Discogs. 1979 release. Very cool. Hey, yo, Dustin, do you see my background? See my background right here? There we go. I wonder if you can see it now. I can't tell if you can see it now. Man, the shit you're doing, Dustin, is like monumental. Like every time you send me images from your new, from your your engine / process / abusive tendencies with your your AI bots, abusing your bots into doing your bidding. It's pretty incredible. Okay, so cool. This must be just like a vinyl ripped to tape cassette tape. Oh, hi Sagan, come on in. A tape cassette tape. This just looks like it's an album released in 1979, new age ambient experimental, Civic Arts Records and Tapes. Bob Olson. I like Discogs because we got pop-ups here. American recording, editing, and mastering engineer since the late 1960s, early 1970s. Among others, he worked in Detroit for United Sound and Motown Records, in San Francisco at Skywalker Ranch, and at Georgetown Masters in Nashville, Tennessee. Very cool. Stephen Hill, former producer. Oh my god, Stephen Hill, Hearts of Space. I fucking love Hearts of Space. We're gonna have to check that out. I've talked about Hearts of Space on here before. I used to listen to Hearts of Space with my grandpa and my dad, I'm sorry, and my grandpa every Saturday night after Garrison Keillor on radio. Man, that takes me back. I love Hearts of Space. Let's see. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I have higher detail ones now. I'm creating it to where you travel to each one of those universes and explore frame by frame and transport to the next biome. Yes, that's basically how I described it to my wife, because she was kind of like, "What am I looking at here?" And yeah, you could say that they are very diverse biomes. And I would, for me, it's like, what's going on up here? Where there's like, this is like the Eye of Sauron thing going on. And yeah, there is stuff happening in the background as well. There are things happening all over this map. It's like, this reminds me of a game where, like, how it zooms out focus of like the whole map, like it could be fucking Halo, Mario, any game, and then whoosh, it goes up to you and it kind of like shows you the whole expanse of the level or levels. Kind of reminds me of like Metroid Prime in a way. It's really cool. So yeah, how I described it to Heather was that you are basically building an entire universe full of functioning different physics models where we can step into all of these at any moment. And it's very immersed. I mean, I could see it becoming a big... I have megalomaniacal visions of what kind of projects like this could go. I mean, first of all, like a virtual reality universe, created that people can step into with their, super dorky visors. I would go into this with the dorky visors for sure. We're not talking about dorky visors and new technology. This show's about tape loops. But it all interconnects. It all comes together. Man. Pepsi Zero Cherry, man. Cherry, bro. Liquid flavor. I love this shit, man. Oh, shit. I love this shit. So, anyway, good job, dude. It's looking really cool. Really, really cool. So, Henry Wolf and Nancy Jennings. I wonder if we can find out more about them. You know, this kind of format of me just sharing the whole screen instead of an application window seems to be running way smoother, and I don't know why I didn't just do this before. So, fancy that, you know? What's that, Dustin? I went back, I simplified things and kept it simple, stupid, and now everything seems to be working okay. Fascinating. Although I think that the auto stream might have just stopped. We'll see here. Where are you? Nope. The sound should still be going. Wow, that's incredible. We haven't had the stream drop once, and that's beautiful. That's fucking awesome. I'm super stoked about that. Yeah. So I got the chats open in like a couple different windows. Kiss! Kiss! Keep it simple, stupid. For real, dude. That's... Man, I could go on and on about that, about how I just tend to overcomplicate everything in my life. I'm an egomaniacal, maniacal, megalomaniacal, just maniac. Waniac. I'm a waniac. On the floor. Oh, wow. Good job, Kobe Bryant. Did not make that into the trash can. We'll get that later. I love this stuff, man. Hearts of Space. Ooh, I did not mean to close you. How do you open your back up? How do you open that? Open the last tab. Okay. Yeah, there we go. I hate when I do that. I hate it. Henry Wolf, pioneer of atonal meditational music using oriental bells and percussion. Hey, yeah, you overcome. Yeah. Dustin, you do overcomplicate everything. But the thing is I see you, buddy. I fucking see you. Because I can relate. Like, I get excited by whenever you send me your work and like give me like the full lowdown of what you're doing working on this guy, and I'm just like, man, this guy is a maniac just like me. You're in good company, brother. Don't worry. Like, constantly just overthinking things. Remember what I said about, I think I had it on my blog. Let's go look at that real quick. I like the way Oh, is that my wife here? Heather Takamori. Wow, look at that. She's tuning in. That's so awesome. Hey, babe. How are you doing? Thanks for checking in. Man. Hey. What a pleasant surprise. Surprising me at work. Oh, look at that. The stream is showing up on my web. Oh, video unavailable now. What's happening? We're not going to this page though. We want to go to my sound journal. About overcomplicating things, about how my process has a process. My machine needs a machine to run it. This is I made this silly workflow, production cycle workflow for myself, and it's got things like domain name purchase, researching tools, watching tutorials, needs better system first, version 2 planning. I'm in the middle of version 1, and I'm always planning version 7 by the time when I'm not even finished with version 1. So, an email inbox triage, solar research, quick tweak. I love this one. Quick tweak This is one of the crazy ones that gets you like in a production loop that it just makes things a little bit more difficult. It kind of throws spokes in the wheels, or sticks in the spokes in the wheels. Jesus Christ. New website idea, or this could be something. Random inspiration at 1:47 a.m. Heavily guilty of that. Or maybe I need a new system. My system has a system. My creative process has a creative process. And just one more time later. Yeah. And then in the middle of all of that is actually making music. I don't know if this makes any sense, but I know that you ADHD people out there can totally understand hard drive naming ceremony. Automation research, naming convention version 3. This is the last system. Dustin, this one's for you. This is the last system. Oh man. Naming folders. Oh my god. Yeah, I kind of just created a list of this, and I had ChatGPT put all these things like into like a ridiculous workflow model, and this is pretty much what my brain looks like. My workflow has a workflow. I am 97 open browser tabs. I'm the human version of 97 browser tabs open, and one of them is playing music, but I can't find which one. Somewhere in the background, faintly, productivity is playing through a distorted speaker while I frantically click through dashboards trying to locate the source. See, that's mostly true, but usually I know where my sound source is coming from. Thank you very much. But there are times where I'm like, where's that fucking coming from? Yeah. Yes, and Dustin, you said something on point there too that really kind of like hit a chord where I break my systems faster than they can evolve naturally. That is fucking on point, because I think with making art, for me, a lot of making art is on the computer or an instrument, and a lot of the times I like to push the instruments to their limits. And so now that my instruments are not really conventional instruments, now they're turning into like sound, generative sound like modules and different racks in Ableton. And sometimes I'll just like I'll push it to see how far it can go before my CPU goes in the red and my computer breaks. So instead of actually just making music, I like constantly like push it and see what it can do. What that evolves into is basically a lot learned, a lot taken and absorbed inside my head, but not much output has happened because of that. And so that's one of the struggles I think a lot of artists have, and that I have as well, is just instead of making the music, I make the systems that make the music, and then the music happens and I'm satisfied, but then I never end up putting anything out. And I don't say never, because I put out some music. And speaking of which, I'm excited about this, because here, feast your eyes upon this. This is the new IDM Forums. In my position, have the albums, masters, and Bandcamp download releases of Icosagon, the 20-year anniversary double LP put out by Glitch Pulse Records. And it's double LP because there's 25 tracks on it. And honestly, like, I couldn't be more fucking proud of this. It's like got so many good artists on here that I saw from like kind of the beginning of their production process and watched them grow as producers, and now to see them, not only see them all together on one album, and to be able to have my own track on an album with them is like such a major honor. And words can't even describe how happy this makes me. And I don't run the label anymore. I'm not the guy. But like Nick Manton, dude, this is just so cool. And Icosagon is a 20-sided polygon. And so, Nick and I are not, we are not trained really as visual artists. And Nick really had we went back and forth with we went back with a lot of different ideas on this, on how to execute a proper artistic album, and this album cover I am so impressed with and so happy with. I couldn't be more happy. And like, I'm just so impressed. So this album comes out on March 29th. I'm just flabbergasted. I'm getting like kind of verklempt about it. You know, it's just so cool. It's just, I can't believe it actually came to life. I can believe it because, you know, I don't have anything smart to say. It's just really cool. So I have this in my possession, and I have listened to it over and over and over again. And yeah, sure, I have my artistic critiques, things I would have done differently. But to be honest, though, guess what? I didn't do it. But what I did participate in is giving Nick listened to a lot of my advice and a lot of my comments, and he also helped me. He also allowed me to rate tracks on this album. And while I want to play this for you, I want to play these tracks so badly for you, I've been asked to not do so and keep it contained until the official release. And so that was volume 2 cover you saw. I don't mind. I don't think he minds me showing the covers. But oh, I don't know where you went. Where'd you go? Open up. Open sesame. Blech. Where are you at? Where are you at? Oh man. You know what? It doesn't matter. Let's just pretend it opened. Oh, okay. Oh, it's opening on my laptop screen down here. You guys, I don't know if you can even see that. Oh yeah. Okay. So good. Good to see that the camera's still working back here. Hey guys, how's it going? Yeah. You know, we're gonna figure out more things that we're gonna do with this eventually, but I just wanted to have freedom. I don't want to like move shit around anymore. This goes back to keeping it simple, stupid. I don't want to be moving stuff around anymore and like just having my desk set up and then take it down and like be like, oh, tape loops is happening. I really, honestly, I set this whole thing up so fluidly with very little stress, and I am so relieved to say that like, yeah, I'm feeling pretty good right now. This music's great, and we'll get to the story about it. I promise you. 18 volumes, huh? 18 volumes of tape loops, and here we are. So yeah, I was monstrously blessed. Monstrously blessed. If that even makes sense. By this giant box of tapes that I have down at my feet, and all of them came from Santa Cruz. That's why the episode is called the Santa Cruz Parcel. And I didn't really come up with a what just closed? Oh, we're going into nighttime. That really tripped me out. I usually don't see that happen in front of me live. But yeah, the twilight just started and the sun is completely down and the night is gone. And my screens just went black, and that really kind of tripped me out. I guess, I don't know. I'm much more in tune with the world and sights, smells, and feelings now. And a lot of that has to do to sobriety. I am, I think 19 days sober today. And yeah, when you guys last saw me on Tape Loops, I think I would make it 5 days. So I was a little like, grr. But yeah, I'm feeling a lot better now. I honestly do. It's like things are looking up. Things are coming up Wayne T. Baker, I'll tell you that. I know. Yeah, bro. You could play the tracks about it, and you could, but I can't, yeah, I will not play these tracks, but I will allow you to look at the track listings and just look at the beautiful art. And I just have to say a huge thank you to Nick Manton from IDM Forums / Glitch Pulse Records, Glitch Pulsar, what it's known for. It is so exciting to see my track as track number 1. What number 1? I've never been first on a various artist record ever before. And not only that, I mean, no one else is watching right now, but this is also going to be coming out on vinyl. And so that is so fucking cool, man. It's also my first vinyl release. It's not first here. So I feel like a newborn. Kind of like that, kind of like that filter song, like, I feel like a newborn. Do you wanna take my picture? Cause I won't remember. Yeah, I feel like a newborn because of sobriety. And ironically, as I found out, that song is about the lead singer getting drunk and fucked up on a plane and stripping his clothes off and getting arrested and removed from said plane. So, and I never do that. I've always loved that song. I listened to it when I was like a kid. It explains a lot, you know. Yeah, I feel like a newborn because he's getting slid out of the plane. Man, I was that guy. Actually, I don't think I'm not the get drunk and take off your clothes type. I don't really do that. I just shower me in the placenta. Yes. This track has been a great backdrop, and I'm so glad we've spent time discovering who these artists are. But we're jumping around as we usually do because that's what I do. That's how my brain works. I just love this. My version of balance is juggling chainsaws while reading a productivity blog. I calibrate pink noise to cinema standards for content that people watch on their phones while eating cereal. I spend hours fine-tuning workflows for tasks that take minutes to perform. I build pyramids of preparation for huts of execution. Oh, I build pyramids of preparation for huts of execution. If that sounds like you, you are in the right place. Welcome to Tape Loops. I'm loving this soundtrack. It is great. Let's see. So, let's see. We talked about Aiko Sagan. Super excited about that. My track Straggler is going to be on it. Yes, I am a placenta coming into fruition. I honestly feel really good right now. I can't believe it's only 7:35. That's another thing about sobriety I want to say is like time slows down. I'm experiencing like crazy, like slower time. One of my favorite jokes someone said to me once when I was in the throes of my despair of drinking and misery of alcohol and destroying my life and everyone around me, I slowly but surely, I realized that they told me that alcohol is a time machine, but it doesn't let you travel into the past, only the future. And I was like, well, I mean, it speeds things up, or you like pass out completely and then you wake up 24 hours later or whatever, you know? So yeah, alcohol is just a time machine. And like, what if you want to slow time down? Well, basically, you have to stop drinking. I'm experiencing it full force right now. I went on a bike ride. I went on a bike ride at 6 o'clock, right before Tape Loops. Normally, I'd be like pounding beers, but I went on a bike ride, like a 20-minute bike ride around the park. It was like golden hour. It was beautiful, and what was I gonna say? I was just like, I don't remember what happened. I completely lost my train of thought there. Yeah. Well, not all your brain comes back, I'll tell you that. Just pulled my microphone. But I would say something I can't remember. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The point is that we're here. It's crazy how like you'll be like mid-sentence and you'll be like, and then I'm like, then you're just like, what the fuck was I talking about? Luckily, I get to edit all this shit down later and remove all of my dumb shit. Keep up the grind. 2020 fix, baby. We are on the last part of the first quarter of 2020 fix. And I've got to say, how are you doing? You know, I'm doing okay. I'm doing better. Like, I've been better, but I think I'm getting there, you know? I guess my point was that I actually went on a bike ride around the park before I sat down to do Tape Loops. And and then I took a shower. I ate dinner. It was like 6:45. I was like, oh, I guess I'm going on soon. And it just feels like freedom, man. I feel like a newborn. Do you want to take my picture? Yeah. I don't know. Today just flowed. I got up at like 6:30 in the morning. I don't know, dude. If you're in your 20s and you're partying your ass off and staying up all the time, or you're in your 30s or 40s, and that's your life, good for you, dude. And that's how you like it. But if you want peace from that, I'm telling you, work on yourself. What do you need to change? It might not even be alcohol. It might be something else. There's a reason you're not stepping outside of your comfort zone, because your comfort zone isn't working for you. So you might as well do something else and try to change your paradigm and make changes. Make the biggest change that you need to immediately. Like, you will see rewards and gifts from the universe and from God or from Allah or your ancestors, whatever you believe, because there's real reward in the universe for doing good and being good and taking care of your shit. Taking care of your shit can be stressful and messy sometimes, but I think the important thing to know is that finding a support system and power greater than yourself and all that, those are all just words. What you have to find is what is bigger than you, and what does everything mean. That all doesn't really matter. You'll figure that out in the process. But in the process of that, you will be able to accept that whatever you are doing that's hurting or stopping your progress, you're just tagging it along for the ride, and it's dragging you down, man. So just let it go. Just let it go. It's that easy, I know. So this guy's got a pretty good number of albums.
57-year-old
and looks like he was releasing music up until 2002. The complete no, that looks like that's a compilation. 1991. Yeah, I would look him up on Wikipedia and all that to see what's up, but
I rest in my awareness.
I'm thinking we're going to switch to a different album. I can't even hear what's going on now. Someone's talking.
Dissolve back into dirt. Doesn't freak me any more than watching trees shed their leaves in autumn.
I don't even know if this is part of the album, because this is a bootleg tape, which I still haven't told you the story about. Oh, I love this. I absolutely adore this. Man, talk about gifts. I was given this gift of gold, this album, which is just wonderful. Not just this album. Here, I don't even know, like, let me see if I can switch no, I don't want to switch the cameras. But what I can do is switch to this. Check this out. I've got this entire box full of tapes here. This has got to be this is at least 100 tapes. At least. And I think I don't think I have the sound on for the music. I'm gonna turn that off, but that's okay. I also have a basket of tapes over there, and yeah, I'm starting to accumulate a vast collection of tapes, and it's making my heart full, because a lot of the tapes I'm kind of being more selective, and a lot of the tapes are like people's own album rips, like where they got it from a vinyl or they took it off the radio. I'm starting to get a lot of cool lectures and meditations and really interesting personal stuff that I'm working on trying to restore. This is really cool too. I'm enjoying this. It kind of has like a Christian-y kind of vibe, but also a U2 type of vibe. Yes, ego death. Ego death is what it's all about, man. I've got such a big ego. I have to catch myself all the time. I have to catch my ego all the time. How do you catch your ego? Well, you have to be honest with yourself, man. That's like the biggest thing. It's honesty. Self-honesty is hard. It's not easy. It's not easy to confront something about yourself when you look in the mirror. There's a lot of things you're like, well, that's just the way I am. But what if it's like destroying your life and it's hurting the people around you? Or it's just keeping you from getting to somewhere that you want to be? Then you have to confront it. Yeah, this is another cool thing that Nick did. He put... Oh, wait. There we go. He put... what do they call it? QR codes here with our little descriptions of us, of each artist. Here's me, SUBQUiRE, Straggler. While releasing down-tempo bass music as SUBQUiRE, Wayne T. Baker helps incubate Glitch Pulse Records, originally IDMF net label. Away from music, he travels, gardens, and spends time with his cats. And you do the URL card. If you could probably do the URL code right now, and scan this. So here, if you want to go to my website, here, share this with your friends. Have your friends scan this. I'll just leave this up. Time with his cats. How beautiful. But, wait, you got it yet? No, just kidding. What I love about this, though, this is something that really touched me. Really, like, it filled me with absolute joy. Was thank you, Rick Jolly and Wayne Baker, for your continued support. And I was just like, man, dude, thanks for thanking me, man. And then before I got there, I got here, artists and repertoire, Wayne T. Baker. I got a A&R credit because you know what? I told him to submit. I told him to submit. I told him to submit. Well, I made sure that he'd submit. I told him to submit. Told him to submit. Got him to submit. Forced him to submit this track. And I love the saxophone on this track. It's actually a trumpet, but that's an inside joke. It's an inside joke. Yeah, I'm not taking credit for moving the ball along. Some of the artists kind of needed a little bit of a nudge. But, yeah, I guess I did do artists and repertoire. So that made me feel really good. So thanks, Nick. Thanks for the shout-out, dude. This is going to be on the vinyl. So, like, how special do I feel right now? Jesus Christ. And just to think that I made my track Straggler, in the throes of my spiraling down into the wicked pits of hell of alcoholism. Yeah, I'd been there for a while. Everybody knows. Anyone who knows me knows that, you know, I'm a drunk ass. But yeah, not anymore though. That's going away. Artists and repertoire. So yeah, very cool way to give props to each artist, because people will just be able to look at the back of the album and go find them really easily instead of having to type in words. It's so convenient. Really, really cool. Man, it is 7:46. Time really is slowing down. Pretty soon we're going to be going on break, and I think I should switch tapes because I have another one that I want to play. I can't believe I played that. Oh yeah, you know what I forget is some of these tapes that people like record all their shit on are 90 minutes long. So if you if the tape don't stop, it keeps going, then Wayne will talk. I don't know if that works, but let's see. Yes, I wanted to play this one for sure. This is a cool lecture. Oh, I've got so many tapes. And I'm going to play this real quick. And as we're playing that, I will tell the story of how I got this giant, beautiful box of tapes. And so, it was a clear, sunny day in Santa Cruz. Now, why is this episode called the Santa Cruz Parcel? That's probably what you want to know, right? Let's just get to Ableton so I'm a little bit more focused on what's happening here. You know, just for the fuck of it, let's record. This is a great reggae tape. This is someone created a reggae tape. Oh, let's fix that real quick. Yeah, there we go. It doesn't matter where I start recording. So I'm assuming this. I don't know if this is Bob Marley. I'm not good with reggae voices, to be honest. Reggae voices. Oh, we don't want to do that. Let's do this. Just doing a little maintenance here. So this was about 2 weeks ago. My wife and I decided to go to Santa Cruz Santa Cruz. I say it like such a Southern Californian. I'm NorCal, baby, but Santa Cruz. We decided on a whim, let's go for the weekend. I want to see the beach. And, you know, I was 5 or 6 days into my sobriety. I just needed to get away. And my wife and I decided on a Saturday, after I got home from a bike ride, I had a really good day. I had a good week. It was a good first week sobriety. But I was like, why don't we just go tonight? And then we won't have to drive in the morning. Anyway. We drive out there tonight. We stay in the motel. We had a good night, hung out, and then had a walk in the morning. We're just kind of like milling around Santa Cruz, like before we go to the beach. We go to the dollar store to get me sunglasses, and got acai bowls at like a local coffee shop. I fucking love Santa Cruz. It's like if you can avoid all the methiness and all the weird crackhead shit going on, and you can find the little nooks of fun beach town in there. And there's a lot of sadness in Santa Cruz, but there's also an incredible amount of happiness and brightness. So we were driving around, and I was like, I want to look at thrift stores because I think I want a new tank top or a shirt or something. And Heather's like, my wife goes, let's look to see if there's garage sales on Craigslist. And I'm like, okay, that sounds fun. Santa Cruz garage sales. So she finds an estate sale. We're in the car. She finds an estate sale, and she's like, oh, there's an estate sale. And I was like, oh, where's it at? She's like, it's literally 1 block from here. And I was like, skirt. And we pull up into this court, and sure enough, there's an estate sale happening. It's like 2 PM, so it's starting to wind down. I walk up and I'm like, hey, do you guys have any tapes? Like, shot in the dark. This lady, her name was Aliyah, she looks at me all wide-eyed and goes, you want tapes? First of all, she's like, yeah, I got tapes. She runs into the house, comes back. She's got this basket of tapes and gives it to me. And she's like, I'll just give these to you. They're free. And I was like, really? You're just going to give me all these tapes? And it was like 20 tapes, you know? And I was just like, thank you so much. I bought a Chinese poetry book too. And we just like kind of were chatting. I didn't tell her anything about tape loops or anything. And she grabs one tape out of the pile. They're all in my arms. She grabs one tape out of the pile and she goes, oh, but not this tape. And I go, why? What is that tape? What's on that? She's like, oh, this is a tape of me and my mom when I was a baby. And she's playing with me and giving me a bath and reading to me, or just mother-daughter time. And you can hear my voice and you hear my mom's voice. My mom passed away. That's why we're having this estate sale. And I go, oh, well, okay, this is what I'm working on. Is I'm actually doing this thing called tape loops. I'm wearing the hat, where I restore tapes, or we listen to tapes and talk about this found and forgotten sound articles, and we not only take the chance at bringing them back into the knowingness of the present in this digital world, but also I like to think that I could restore that tape to you and return it to you. And she was kind of reticent at first, but after that, I was just like, no, here's what I'll do. Like, I totally understand if you don't want to do this, but I could restore that tape for you. I don't know how bad it is, and I can't give you a promise how good it's going to sound, but let me listen through it, and I promise you that I will send it back to you when I'm done. And she goes, okay. All right, and gives it to me. And there was even a point where they came out to the car, and one of the other daughters was like, "No, don't give him the tape. Like, who is this fucking guy taking a tape? Taking that's mom's voice." And then her sister goes, "No, listen, we wouldn't even listen to it anyway because we don't even have a tape player. Like, just let him take it and see what he can do with it. He'll send it back." We had already exchanged information, and I was like, I promise you, I will listen to the tape. I'll see what I can do. I will not only send the tape back to you, but I will also include a full digital copy of the tape and whatever I'm able to restore. And they just we all just talking about this. We're just getting teary-eyed talking about it. And I just felt so blessed. And I was like, oh my God, that's amazing. So I'm totally going to do this. I'm gonna look at this lady's tape, these two daughters' tapes, and reconnect them with the audio of their mom now passed away. and we just drove away feeling good. And yes, I have listened to the tape since, and it's all I can hear are the muffles, and really like there's definitely sounds there. It just needs to be like Isotope RX is going to be my friend with this, and removing a lot of clutter and a lot of fragments and particles and pops and sounds, and EQing it so you can actually make out the words. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to do it. And I could not do this shit if I wasn't sober, man. I wouldn't even consider doing it because I was so self-involved. I'm just thinking about that. But I'm so happy to do this because it feels good. It feels good to help people, especially when it comes to helping people reconnect with their parents. That's what tape loops is all about. That's really what tape loops is all about, you guys. Like, resurrecting audio, especially meaningful audio, to restore it back to someone personally, that is my gig. That's what I want to do. So, yes, I haven't completed the restoration of the tape, but she texts me a week later and she goes, "Hey, I just found a whole bunch more tapes." I was like, "Oh, thanks, Elias. Will you send them to me? I'll send you money." And she like sent me these tapes, and literally like there is a box of fantastic selection tapes in here, like Tibetan Bells, Bob Dylan Desire. This one doesn't even have a label. I don't even know what's on this. This one says G103192. Like, what do we got here? We got Chant, Andreas Vollenweider, Down to the Moon, a Bonnie Raitt album. I fucking love Bonnie Raitt. And then there's a whole series about how to teach, or about teaching Mongolian. It goes along with a text, so I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. But yeah, Mongolian, learn the Mongolian language. There's autogenic training, using the mind to relax the body, meditation. There's meditations, there's speeches by Tibetan monks, there's lectures about meditation. It's a very Santa Cruz parcel, and that's why I call this the Santa Cruz parcel, is because this is going to be a series of Tape Loops episodes where we are going through this, because right now, obviously, we've only gone through 2 tapes while I've been sitting here bullshitting with you. So we've got a lot of stuff to look over. And for me, this is such a gift, and this is such a gold mine of audio. And it's like, it's gone beyond even wanting to use this as sound material for making tracks or showing production and stuff. It's more about like showing how to give life back to music. And that's really what Tape Loops is all about, is recognizing that we are losing a connection with the real sense of tangibility and tactility of music in the world. And I think one of the biggest ways we can get back to that is exploring the physical media that we use as doorstops and paperweights and things that are just going to the trash heap, and for no reason, only because the digital universe is taking over everything from what was in the physical universe. But that doesn't mean that we have to throw all of that in the trash. So yeah, I'll get off my soapbox with that, because I think right now it is 7:56. It's a good time to take a little like 10-minute break. I need to have a snack, go pee, maybe go do some push-ups outside. Not really, but you know what? I'm gonna put the screen on, and we'll be right back after I get all my stuff done. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Don't go anywhere. Seriously. I just realized I need to create a BRB. And then I need to add this guy. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. I promise you. I'm just getting this shit set up real quick. There we go. Get the sound back on there. That way we have some connection to what's happening right now. We'll leave the chat up too. How about that? I hope you guys like how things look now. I think this is a way better way to do things, because before it was a little chaotic. Feeling good, feeling great. All right, we'll be back. Back, everyone. Tape Loops is back. Looks like we lost some viewers, but that's okay. You know, I just realized there's a couple things I need to mention before we get into the production side of this. And that is, one of the things is, I'm going to Finland. Yeah, that's right. I'm leaving literally in 6 days. I'm going to the top of the earth, closest to the North Pole. Lights, the aurora, show different colors in the night. So I get to see this. It's the last part of its 11-year cycle. And this is another whatever are you leaving, Robin? A reward. Wow, look at that. $633 LCK. Damn. Ticket prices went down by $300. Oh well, no big deal. So we're back in the scheme of things here, but I am excited to do that. I'm going March 17th to March 25th, and so that means I'm getting back. I'll be back in 2 weeks from tonight. Say the 11th? Yeah, 2 weeks from tonight. And you know, I'm excited, but I'm also like, there's a little bit of nervousness there, but only because like I booked this trip like 2 weeks ago, and it was like 4 days into sobriety. My friend Chris asked me, "Hey, you wanna? I have like a 10-day window where I'm not doing anything up in Rovaniemi, Finland, see the Northern Lights. You want to come hang out?" And I was like, "Yes, yes, I do. I do want to come hang out." And thanks to the loving support of my beautiful wife, and also her desire to get me out of the house and have the house to herself for a whole week, which stoked for her for that. She encouraged me to go, and I'm really, really excited. I could not do this if I wasn't sober. I would be in a haywire right now. I'm already packed. I already have all my snow gear. It's going to be 10 degrees below 0 Celsius there, which is, I think, roughly around 14 degrees Fahrenheit. But I also found out that I am a quarter Finnish. So would you finish your story? So what I will say is that there will not be a tape loops. There will not be a tape loops in 2 weeks. I might do, if I can, some kind of stream while I'm in Finland. So I will do that. So keep a lookout for that. I'll see if I can like set up a notification or something. I'm not bringing my laptop because, well, at least I don't think I am. I don't know. I might, because you never know. I might want to make music while I'm there. So that's something I'll have to discuss with the wife. Oh, voice is gone, sound is gone. That's weird, because it says it's playing it for me. Let me see. Voice is gone, sound is gone. That is strange. Let me see here. Yeah, that's right. I was going to contact my friend Quinn, because Quinn interviewed tomorrow, and most of you my friend. Let's see. I need to grab this, put it in here, and Dustin usage right now. But I think that you preferred to get an email, and I had an email open. You're gonna see all my stuff. Let's bring this down here just in case. Yeah, what is going on here? Okay, so I recorded a bunch of audio, so that just in briefly up here. We'll go ahead and say this is the reggae tape, I believe. Let's go B18 1. I should just say loop 1. There you go. Whatever. Who cares? We're gonna go ahead and save that because we're gonna be opening up another project in a second, so we can do a little production time for the last part of the show. Thank you guys for being here. Let me see here. Give me 1 second. I got sidetracked, Dustin. It's not your fault. I'm just closing stuff down so that I can make the computer run a little bit smoother here. You know, it might help. Oh, okay. So what we were gonna do is we're gonna call Quinn, my friend Quinn. Let's bring this up here. Yeah. Let's all say hi to Quinn. You open, go away. We're gonna call him because he's making this face. And I think I was doing that with Microsoft Teams. This is my stream. Yep. With O. I might have my stream. That's really strange. Okay, so I'll go ahead and open. Where is it? UI Lucid Transference. There we go. Maybe just by shifting some things around. Yeah, so this might be a good time to bring up that I need a new computer. If you want to do that, please feel free. I'm long overdue. Alright, so we're now loading up Mr. Rewire's track Lucid Transference. Oh man, this is not the version I remember, but we'll just go with it because I don't want to. We might have to stop early because if it's not going to do much, not going to do us much justice. All right, we'll load it up, so that's good. Things seem to be you out. Right. CPU's at 10.5%. There's an issue here with the stream, which happens. It's going to happen the way it happens. And Quinn and I stop getting. Might as well just close Chrome completely. Close Chrome. Yeah. So what's going on? Everything just kind of going. Recording on. Pivot and do something else. My screen. I did not need to have open. No. We open. Okay, issues. Yep. Still here, Dustin? He shits the bed. Excellent. Let's see. Okay. Things are thinking, but I fear that maybe something is crashing. Oh, no. All right, cool. So, things are working. That sounds cool. Okay, well, let me just take a second here and see what was the cause of that. Because probably, let me just close that. That was a dumb idea to open Microsoft Teams. We are all learning. Well, let's just play this and see what happens. Turn off the headphones. I think I have a There we go. How's this going? This? You? Maybe? Hopefully? Yeah, oh my god. That was crazy. Wow. All right. So, are we back? All right. Fuck. Woo! Where were we? No chance. It is not your internet. It is my internet. I'm so sorry. I'm a shit right now. Is this working though? You guys can hear, right? Oh man. In this moment right now, I was like, I want a fucking drink. No, I don't. I'm good off that. But you know, it does sound good. A little bit of Old Faithful marijuana. Smoke it off screen. Woo! Glad we could all be here tonight. Yay. Yeah, Dustin, I had like a whole other project of this somewhere else, saved somewhere else. I swear, man. I swear. But what I'm gonna start doing is I'm gonna just start grabbing clips and pieces of parts that I like. First of all, I'll put this all in a group. Still crashing in and out. Ah, man, that sucks. You know, like we'll commune on this later. I'm gonna work on this tonight though, Dustin. So maybe I'll start another stream later. But I think I'm gonna close out and I'm gonna restart my computer and everything. If you guys want to come back later, feel free. Thanks for showing up. And hey, this stuff happens sometimes. It is 8:30 and it's been a beautiful night. I've had a great time and I feel like I've said a lot of things. Definitely gonna try to get another stream in before I leave for Finland.